Hey, bonjour à toutes et à tous, je suis Mister C, j'espère que vous allez bien. On se retrouve aujourd'hui pour la suite et probablement la fin de The Suicide of Rachel Foster. Alors la dernière fois on s'est arrêté au jour numéro 7, donc on va reprendre juste là. Je vais juste vérifier que le jeu en lui-même ne s'est pas déréglé. Bah si, c'est déréglé, voilà, c'est chaque fois pareil. V5, on remet, hop, allez, on est parti. Petit chargement. Ok, jour 7. Ah, c'est Noël, ça y est.
Here I am.
You still there?
Where else should I be?
C'est le réveillon de Noël.
Home?
I wouldn't miss Nicole's amazing adventures in the remote mountains for anything.
Irving, don't tell me you're staying on just for me. Go! I promise not to get into any trouble for the rest of the night.
I already told you. I'm sticking around till you get closure.
Merci.
Thanks. You always do that?
Do what?
Worry about every desperate stranger that knocks on your door.
You're no stranger.
We've never met, Irving. I can't even picture your face.
You've been a part of this place since you were born. You belong here.
Well, I thought I left all this behind. Maybe I still have a ways to go. To be free?
You're making progress. 2 days ago, you would have skinned me alive if I'd called you a country bumpkin.
What tells you I'm not sharpening my knives this very minute?
It's good we're just talking on the phone, then.
Listen, is this contraption really a phone? It feels like a walkie-talkie slash defibrillator.
It's a real phone, and trust me, in a few years, everybody'll have one.
You think? It's easier for me to believe in ghosts than to imagine people being hounded by a phone when they're out and about.
I'm grateful for it. I wouldn't have met you without it.
Irving, are you hitting on me by any chance?
No. What are you... I mean, it's just...
Relax. I was kidding.
I can never tell when you're kidding.
Yeah, it's one of my fascinating virtues.
Same. Oh, hold on a sec. Don't go anywhere, okay?
Huh? Oh, okay.
You have a good night too, Miss Flattery. Merry Christmas.
Good night, hon.
Here I am.
To be honest, I never thought I'd spend Christmas like this. Sorry, I was going off on another flashback about the life of Nicole Wilson.
Christmas Eve is the right time to reminisce.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get it too.
yeah. That's what there was, in the end. There was like a strange kind of warmth. Then it all ended. Christmas of '80. Me and my mom were at my aunt's house in Billings, and Leonard was here on his own. While I was pretending that I liked my aunt's sweater, he and she were...
Nicole.
They...
Ils ont baisé. Voilà.
And a year later, she killed herself. And what she was carrying, too.
Don't be like that.
There you have it. These are my memories, and, Hey, did you hear that?
No? What are you talking about?
Like a clinking.
No. I don't hear anything.
Sorry, I want to check.
Okay.
Ok, déjà, premier truc que je vais faire, c'est voir ce qu'il y a derrière cette foutue porte qu'on regarde là depuis le début, on la voit. On va checker ce qu'il y a derrière. Donc, il racontait des trucs dont j'ai pas tout suivi, hein, franchement. Euh... Ouais, ça me paraît bien là. Donc ça, je m'en fous. C'est ça. Hop là. Ouais, mais c'est pas assez fort. En fait, le son il se dérègle à chaque fois, c'est la misère. Regardez, même la V5 elle arrête pas de sauter. Bon, enfin bref, c'est pas grave, on va mettre ça, on n'y touchera plus. Donc 15, ok, V5, ok, ça y a rien. Bon, vas-y, on va pas toucher le reste. Ok. Donc, on n'a rien de spécial. Il y avait un bruit, je sais pas d'où ça vient. Donc ça, apparemment, c'est un raccourci pour revenir là. Ah, le microphone, ok.
Yeah.
I was thinking about earlier when I said I was happy to have met you.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to figure out how to tell you. I feel real close to you, Nikki. God, I hear myself talk. I sound like an idiot.
It's really sweet, but maybe we should put this conversation on hold.
I want to be there to help you. I'm just a useless voice on the mic.
Believe me, right now, I would also like a little bit more presence.
You know, people get close in lots of ways.
Please, shh, a sec. I'm trying to listen to this noise.
All right, I get that I might be overdoing it. Sorry, I'm a klutz, and
Mais ta gueule.
sometimes it's...
Irving, please, shut up. Thanks. Listen, we'll get back to this, but let me figure this out. Where is this sound coming from?
I don't hear anything. Anyway, later.
Il est casse-couille celui-là. Hein. Oh là là. Ouais, pour le coup, j'ai juste légèrement rebaissé le son parce que c'est pas terrible. Voilà. Ok. Allez, on est parti. Donc, il arrête pas de gueuler l'autre là. C'est étrange, ça vient d'où ça? Ouais, je crois que je sais d'où ça vient. Ça vient de la salle qui est condamnée. Non? Non.
Irving, you hear me? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Il y a un truc comme ça.
Hey, sorry I didn't answer. I was, busy.
Oh, no problem. It's fine.
What'd you want to tell me?
Nothing much.
Okay. Well, let me know if you need me.
Allez, dégage. Ok, donc c'est dans cette direction. Par là. Non, par là, ok. C'est après que je sèche. J'ai l'impression que ça indique par là. Non, c'est par là, ouais, par là. Ok, y a rien ici. Je m'attends au putain de jumpscare, tu vas voir ça. Là, ça sonne. Là, l'aiguille est dans le rouge. Ok. Ok, c'est la première fois qu'on est ici. Une seconde. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a de particulier par ici? Il y a un rapport qu'on peut faire. Ok, c'est bien. Je sais pas ce que c'est ce bruit, mais... Donc ici, on doit être dans le ballroom. Hein. Ok. Alors, ici, c'est quoi?
Nikki?
I remembered.
What?
This sound I keep hearing.
Did you figure out where it's coming from?
Yes, I mean, no, maybe, but I remember why it sounds familiar. The chandeliers.
What chandeliers?
The ones in the ballroom.
Nicole, I don't follow. I'm probably stung from before.
Stop thinking about before and listen to me.
I'm listening.
When I was little, I could sit for hours and watch them set up the parties in the ballroom.
Uh-huh.
To me, those chandeliers were like a flying merry-go-round.
What does all this have to do with the sound you heard?
Every time the window behind the bar was opened, the decorations would clink. That's the sound I heard. Those old chandeliers moving in the breeze.
But the chandeliers in the ballroom were taken down 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, they're not actually there anymore, but that sound is unmistakable.
But what you're saying is impossible.
Ok.
I'm sure. And no, I don't understand, but whatever made that sound is around here somewhere.
You're worrying me.
I just need to think and listen.
Okay. Keep me posted. Please.
Allez, raccroche. En face, hein. Là, c'est fort. Là, ça vibre. Là, j'ai la manette, elle vibre. Il y a quoi derrière ces portes? Nous, on est là. Ah, ok, c'est des... backstage... Des espèces de cabines? Des chiottes? Des trucs comme ça? Ici, peut-être? Ok. Ok.
Found anything?
I can't hear that sound anymore.
It's easy to freak out when you're on your own up there.
Maybe it's not me. It's this hotel.
I didn't hear you.
You know, for a second it was nice to imagine that the past could come back like that. We always had a party on December 23rd. Maybe you heard about it? It's pretty well known in the county.
Sounds amazing.
You should have seen the ballroom back then.
I can almost picture it.
The last time Rachel's family was there, Reverend Foster wasn't as sullen as usual.
And your parents?
My mother had eyes only for Leonard. And I saw he wouldn't stop staring at that girl.
Rachel.
She talked and moved with the grace and confidence of an adult. She wore a dress with a bow on her back. She was so beautiful. Perfect. Fuck. It was the beginning of the end and we were breaking out the champagne.
Nikki,
Sorry, I'm becoming a freaking nostalgic up here. Well, I can't hear that sound anymore, it's gone. I'm gonna look around again and then I'm going to bed.
Be careful.
Fin du jour ou... Pourquoi il y a... On dirait le mur il est éclaté pour une raison. Ok. Fin du jour. Très bien. Parfait. Ok, donc ça sauvegardé. On passe à la suite. Enfin, si le jeu veut bien charger. Ok. Oh là. C'est quoi ce bordel? Ok, j'ai pas d'équipement. D'accord. Qu'est-ce qu'on branle ici? Donc ça, c'est la chapelle que j'ai vue sur le plan. Est-ce qu'on peut sortir? Ah, bouteille d'eau. Ok, on peut pas sortir. Donc ça, ouais, c'est la chapelle que j'ai vue sur le plan. Bon, on va descendre. Hein. Alors, est-ce que ce serait pas un autre personnage qu'on contrôle? Là, j'ai vu ça, là, j'ai pensé, genre, je suis en train de me dire, mais il y a les sacs de couchage là-haut, là, il y a une marelle, donc pour que les enfants jouent. Enfin, comme elle était enceinte et qu'elle a eu un gosse, est-ce qu'ils vivent pas ici, en fait, la fille et le gosse, depuis tout ce temps? Enfin, je me dis ça, j'invente peut-être, hein. Ok, y a rien. On va rentrer là-dedans. On va monter, voir ce qui se passe de beau. Ok, je vois où je suis. Donc, qu'est-ce que... Où est-ce que je suis censé aller? J'ai pas d'objectif à proprement parler. Bah écoute, on va monter. Euh, on va rejoindre l'office. Je sais pas s'il y a une raison de passer par là ou... Déjà, c'est des mains de femme, pour commencer. On va essayer de rejoindre l'étage supérieur, tout simplement. Ok. Alors, je sais pas où on est là. Là, on doit être dans le overlook. Non, j'ai pas de carte. Exact. Alors, je sais pas du tout ce que je fais là, littéralement. Est-ce que je dois venir ici? C'est un peu... ouais, bah en fait, je sais... En fait, je sais absolument pas ce que je dois faire, où je dois aller. Ah. Ok, donc le jeu a planté, enfin a planté, m'a fait bugger plutôt. Et du coup, ben, j'étais bloqué dans le mur, comme vous avez pu le voir. Voilà. Donc on va reprendre ce qui se passe des choses par ici, j'en sais rien. Honnêtement, je ne sais pas trop où est-ce que je dois aller. Je suis perdu. Alors je suis tenté le deuxième étage parce que je me dis que c'est possible. J'en sais trop rien, franchement. Là, j'ai pas trop compris. Je cherche depuis 5 minutes. Deux. Donc, ce qu'il fallait faire, c'est revenir ici et récupérer l'inventaire. Voilà.
Irving?
Merry Christmas, Nikki. Ho, ho, ho. It's a little late for holiday greetings, but I expected that.
What?
Well, I thought you were calling to... Hey, is everything okay?
Yes. I mean, I don't think so. No.
What happened?
I think I sleepwalked.
Like in the old Laurel and Hardy movies?
I'm serious. I woke up in church, standing in front of the lectern.
Wow. Does that happen a lot?
No!
One doesn't just become a sleepwalker from one day to the next.
It used to happen when I lived here. One time in February, I ended up outside.
But no parent leaves the doors unlocked if their kid sleepwalks.
I never told anyone.
Sleepwalking episodes are common in children.
That's not the point. I forgot all about it. Then I come back here and it happens again. If I ended up in that church, maybe there's a reason.
Sometimes following your instinct is the best thing.
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, Irving?
Yeah?
I like that you call me Nikki. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Nikki.
Ok, je dois retourner à la church, à l'église. Pas vraiment envie, mais mon somnambulisme est probablement un signe. Ok, à l'église. On y retourne de ce pas. Donc en fait, je crois que je me suis trompé pour ce que je disais pour la marelle. Donc bon, c'est pas grave. Il reste un truc là, en fait, qu'il fallait... Je me demande ce qu'il y a derrière celui-là aussi. Donc, l'église, l'église, l'église. Le chemin le plus rapide pour rejoindre l'église, c'est celui-là, je crois. Ok.
Hi.
I was thinking, there really could be a repressed reason as to why you ended up there.
So you've come to the conclusion that I'm not crazy?
Never thought that. Well, at least not in this case.
Oh, fuck off.
Hey, language, Sister Nicole.
All right, all right. So, if I think about the church, I think about my mother. She often helped Reverend Foster. She decorated for holidays, did fundraising, and put up booths to involve the whole community in parish activities, you know, that kind of stuff.
I know what you mean.
I think she found gratification in doing that, something she didn't get elsewhere, including the hotel. When we moved to Portland, she quit.
Fundraising?
God.
I gather you didn't exactly have a high opinion of your mother when you were a kid.
Well, she was really busy with the hotel. I was always running after Leonard. He was much more fun than she was, no doubt about it. He was a philosopher capable of calculating the motion of celestial bodies while taking apart and refitting a motorcycle in less than half an hour.
What about her?
In the same half hour, she could have audited a business balance sheet. There you go.
Ah, a businesswoman.
No. What I understood later, living in such proximity to her, is that Mom loved feeling needed.
A religious community like ours makes you feel needed, without a doubt.
I suppose.
Nikki?
When there was a party, my mother always got out the usual streamers and decorations and stuff. She raced in and out of the church, but I never discovered where she kept all those things.
Never asked?
Oh, a million times. She didn't want to answer. She said they were in a safe place. A real mystery.
What kind of decorations could they have possibly been?
Nothing explosive. It's just that I had the bad habit of sneaking all over the place and forgetting what time it was. There was that huge lady, the assistant cook, Mrs. Bryce. She used to get so mad.
A judicious girl.
They promised to reveal the secret storeroom when I got older, but I must have forgotten.
The mystery of the secret storeroom. Ooh, sounds good.
The riddle!
What are you talking about?
Leonard was never good at keeping secrets, but he taught me a riddle to get there.
Can you remember it?
Incredible. Yes. Oh, something like, down the stairs, watch your step, don't fall apart or it's your end. Round a corner, turn around, there's your way in front of you. All that's closed can be open too if you see beyond its looks. But how can I remember it? How it's...
Wow. Total mystery. Wanna play?
Yes, I need to think about it. I have no idea what it means.
Allez.
I'll call you if anything comes to mind.
C'est long pour deux trucs, sans déconner.
Someone broke into the church. Some fucking screwed up camper.
Oh, your father left it open for mountain wanderers.
Goddamn sons of... Ugh. I'll have to clean up this mess before Jenkins shows up.
Yeah, keep an eye out. Normally, no one's around in this weather, but you never know.
Ugh. Okay.
What'd you find?
The paintings of the saints. I was convinced Leonard had gotten rid of them.
Why?
He liked saying that it was more likely to find God in a supernova than in a church.
I don't see what he had in common with the Reverend Solomon Foster.
They mostly talked for long stretches, in between chess moves up in the attic.
United by pawns and bishops, but divided by the saints.
Divided by everything else, I'd say.
Donc, sous l'escalier. Pour moi, c'est là. Down the stair, watch your steps, don't fall apart, nanana. One corner, turn around there, blah blah blah. All that's close can be opened, blah blah blah. Ok, c'est ce qu'elle disait après sur sa petite énigme. Donc déjà, on va pousser ça. Bon, tu sais quoi, oh merde.
Oh, shit.
Alors, petite lampe torche. Y'a rien là? Non. Ah ouais.
Oh, shit.
So, found the mystery decorations?
No decorations.
Is everything okay?
I found something.
What?
It's like someone built some kind of bedroom. Irving, you there?
Of course, yeah. What bedroom? Tell me what you see.
Okay. There's some windows. Drawn on the walls. Books. Sheet music. A pink bed. It's like a kid's room.
No way.
This place doesn't make sense. No one would live down here.
Nikki, I think you should get out of there now.
Wait. There's got to be an explanation.
Okay, that's it. Now I'm calling the head office in Billings. I'm telling them it's a code red emergency, so they'll have to...
Jesus Christ, Irving.
What?
This is all Rachel's stuff. Understand? It's her room, a replica.
You don't know that. You can't know what her room looked like.
Everything here reminds me of her. Let me look around. I'm sure I'll find an explanation.
But my other hand's on the red phone.
Keep it there, but don't make the call. I need to figure out what's going on here.
C'est chelou ce truc. Attends, donne-moi la clé. Une petite clé. Breadcrumb. Alors, breadcrumb, je sais pas ce que c'est.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We have to call someone. You have to get out of there right now.
No, I found a key.
Ah,
It's from my old music box, the one in Leonard's room.
I'm having a hard time following.
If everything in here is Rachel's, then why is my music box's key here?
I don't know and I don't want to know. Tell you what I think? Someone could have been in your room.
It doesn't matter.
How can you be so calm?
If someone was in there, he's not here now. I need to grab the chance to figure out what the hell is going on, or went on, here.
Ok. La clé que j'ai trouvée appartient à la boîte à musique dans la chambre de Léonard.
Nicole, listen.
Je vais l'ouvrir.
I know what you're gonna say, but
L'ouvrir.
please trust me. Get out of there.
Non.
No way.
You do realize you found the replica of a dead girl's bedroom. This is sick. This is
The more things get freaky, bizarre, and painful, the more I need to figure out why all of this...
We'll figure it out with the sheriff. Once you're out of there, into a safe hotel room in town. Please, just...
Listen, a bunch of strange things happened since I got here. Think about it. Phone calls on a dead line, old lipsticks that don't go bad. Leonard's notes where he says he saw a girl that's supposedly been dead for 10 years, and now this!
All good reasons to get out of there. We both agree that saving your skin is top priority, right?
I've looked over every inch of this place, and there's no one.
If it's true, you realize what that means.
What? What are you trying to tell me?
Your father, he spent years in there, in total solitude, with the weight of his family and Rachel on his conscience. He wasn't the kind of guy to just let the past slide with a shrug. You know that too.
I can't believe you said something like that.
Think about it. That room could be an act of love. Distorted, even morbid, but in his eyes...
How dare you? My father might have had a lot of weaknesses, but surely what you're saying... Leave out that he cheated on my mom. Leave out that he fell in love with a 16-year-old, but fucking hell, don't you dare even think that! He would never have built a fucking underground shrine for a dead person.
Your father had changed in the end. You didn't spend time with him, but I met him, and I'm telling you.
No! I don't give a shit about what you have to say.
I just want you to know that...
If you don't want to help discover the truth, don't call me.
Asshole. How dare you? You don't know shit. You don't know fuck. Finally, a bit of peace and quiet. It'll help me clear my head without those incessant phone calls. I'm not a fucking switchboard, for fuck's sake. Okay, let me piece things together. I just found out there's a room dedicated to Rachel Foster in my father's hotel. Maybe with items from her real room. Holy Jesus, that's freaky. Some people think she didn't commit suicide, and some even think she's still alive. Maybe if I think through my steps, I can work something out. First thing, the phone call. They said Rachel isn't dead.
Oh.
Then the lipstick from 10 years ago turns up, still good. And then my father's various notes where he says he still sees her. If that were true, it might explain the sighting by her friend here in the timberline. And now I find her retainer box, but no retainer. That room might not be a reconstruction. If Rachel didn't kill herself, Rachel could have lived here. But if she's still alive, why doesn't she tell her parents? Unless they're all in cahoots. No suicide, no timberline money. No, I'm just being paranoid. And then there'd be no reason for her to live in a fucking underground replica of her room. My key in the middle of Rachel's stuff. Is it a message? Where do I fit in? Are you trying to tell me something, Dad? My music box with the hockey player.
I don't think I have the guts to hear that tune again. But I must.
Ça fait 5 minutes que j'y suis, hein. Franchement, il parle, ok. Mais au moins, quand t'arrives sur place, qu'il s'arrête de parler, qu'il te laisse avancer.
The 27th of December, 1983. The hockey finals at Missoula. Us against Cold Springs High. We won by sudden death after a 3-hour game, and I got the medal for the most number of face-offs won. According to the papers, that was the night Rachel killed herself. Coming home, Mom barely had the time to pull into the garage that I was already racing up to you, waving the medal in your face, Daddy. I was so happy. But you had other things on your mind, right? And you and Mom started fighting. Voices getting louder. That long silence when she comes down the stairs with suitcases and Mrs. Bryce tries to stop her. Mom's car stays here, and we leave with my Uncle John's. I never found out what started that fight. Mom never wanted to talk about it. Are you trying to, Daddy?
Jour 9. Pas mal. Ah, la porte condamnée. Ok, on a donc notre matériel. Alors,
Irving,
Finally.
I'm okay.
I was dying on this chair.
Let's keep going, if you want. Together. So, I looked around the entire hotel, and if there's still a chance of getting to the bottom of this story, then it's gotta be behind the locked door on the last floor, in the attic.
That wing has been condemned for years.
I know, I'll be careful.
Okay.
There are too many things that I took for granted. It's as if someone was putting pieces of my past in front of me to show them to me under another light.
Who are you talking about, Nikki?
Maybe me. In my music box, I found the medal I won the night Rachel died. Dad could have put it there, and if he did, there must be a reason.
It all sounds insane.
bon.
The night Rachel died. Maybe I have to start from there. I played in that really long hockey game. But what was going on in the meantime? You remember that night, Irving?
I think I was at church with my family.
Church. That night we had a mass for the poor here. We held one every year. As usual, Mom volunteered to take me to the game, but she was so busy with the soup kitchen that I was afraid she was going to be late. I remember while she ran around, she said she ordered me to close the mezzanine.
You mean the intermediate floor above the reception? What's in there?
A storeroom.
Have you been up there?
No, I'd forgotten all about it. I'd better take a look before moving on.
Ok, direction la mezzanine. Le jeu lag légèrement. C'est génial. Faut le relancer à chaque fois. La mezzanine... À quel endroit? Mezzanine. Ok. Ah ouais, c'est sous l'escalier. Le jeu lag, c'est chiant. Déjà, il y avait des cartons ici. Ça veut dire que quelqu'un les a bougés. Hello? Ah, je déteste ça. Coucou.
Irving? Hello? Can you hear me? I'm on the mezzanine, and it's a nightmare. There are mannequins everywhere. They're set up like in a scene. There's one with a hockey stick. Wait, what the fuck? That's my stick! If you're listening to me, whoever set up this representation, I think they want to tell me that Rachel was killed? But why my hockey stick? Hello? Hello? Oh God, why isn't he answering? Irving, I swear I'm not kidding. This is a huge deal. If you can hear me, it's time to make that phone call.
Alors là, en retournant, je la sens venir. Je me tourne, bam. Donc tu sais quoi? Vas-y.
Where are you, Nicole?
It's about time. Did you hear my messages?
How many doors have you opened, Nicole? How many are still missing?
What? Are you drunk?
Keep going.
Hello? Hello, Irving.
Continue. Mais bah écoute, on va monter au deuxième étage, on va aller voir ça. Bah, c'est quoi ça? Si tu me dis que là, il n'y a pas quelqu'un, c'est que... Attends, il y a une paire de bottes à l'entrée. Pourquoi je suis redescendu, moi? Bah, n'importe quoi. Alors, est-ce qu'on peut aller au deuxième étage? La porte est ouverte, j'imagine. Ok, donc on va avoir peut-être des réponses. C'est quoi ce bordel?
Hello?
I imagine you found my room.
What? What does all this mean?
That's a question I've asked myself many times. What does all this mean, Irving? How far do you want to push yourself? How much can you take?
What?
Every memory. Painstakingly gathered, every reconstructed piece, every little element retrieved from the dark. A photo, a hairband, a lipstick. It means remembering, Rachel. That's what all this means. I didn't choose this path. I had to do it.
What did you do, Irving?
These walls ooze with memories. The memories get into the walls. Under the floorboards, they creep into the crawl spaces.
You're not with FEMA. You... Jenkins... You never talked to him. Your boss, the phone call, all those weird events. You were behind all of them.
Someone had to bring the last piece of the memory puzzle here. The most important one. You.
Me?
Your father wanted to keep you out of it. I convinced him that only you could resolve the equation, as he called it.
I don't understand.
How could you? Over the last few days, you got a little taste of what it means to dig around in the past. Hunting for memories that scratch away behind every wall in the night. I We did it for years. Day after day after day.
All lies.
I have nothing against lies. I grew up around lies. But now it's time for the truth to come out. Finally.
Who are you, really?
I want to tell you a story. There was an invisible boy. Like everyone, he just wanted to run on the grass, ride a bike, swim in the lake in summer. But his father, oh, his father had other plans for his soul. In his dark world made of silence and prayer, there shone only one star. His wonderful sister. A heavenly creature that spent hours telling him fairy tales in secret. She who told him what a free and strong man he would become one day.
Rachel?
She was like that. Free and strong. At the time, I didn't understand her dyslexia. Or what retard meant. That's what they called her at school. But I could hear her cry. At night. I wanted to protect her. But I couldn't. One day, that beautiful, luminous creature met someone. A human being that saw her. For real.
My dad.
Yes. And I was the invisible witness of what happened. A love. Simply a love. Nothing more, nothing less. But that love was too much, and it would be punished. Who paid for this love, Nicole?
Rachel. Rachel was your sister. Now I remember you.
You were too caught up with your hatred for Rachel to notice the innocent little kid that's sometimes tagged along.
I didn't hate your sister. I was just jealous.
Doesn't matter. Those days are over.
How could I have forgotten you?
I was raised to be forgotten.
What do you want from me?
The day my sister paid with her life for her love, we all died. We make up the history of the Timberline.
It was a tragedy. But you...
We all got frozen there, in that very moment. In that confined horizon of events. As you'll understand. As we've already begun to understand.
I want to know what you want from me.
You have to keep going. To get to where I wasn't able to go. You will be the new witness. You owe it to us. And you owe it to her.
Ok, donc j'ai le jeu qui a planté, donc c'est génial, j'ai recommencé tout jusqu'à maintenant. J'ai fait les mêmes choix, donc on était au niveau de la porte, on venait de faire la discussion, donc on va rentrer et voir ce qu'il en est. Ok. Ici on est, je dois inspecter le attic, donc c'est en haut à droite de la map. Avant qu'il ne m'inspecte, elle dévoilera la vérité. Ok, nous on est juste là dans l'escalier. Allez, on va voir ce qu'il en est.
A few years have passed since I last used this old tape recorder. I think you were in elementary school. I imagine a testament should start in a poised manner. My dear Nicole, my favorite daughter, etc., etc. Poised, weighty, serious, irrevocable. I prefer asking you how you are. How are you, Nikki? You're probably tired. I can imagine. At this point of your journey, the marks and voices of this old hotel will have already whispered all their secrets. You've always been good at solving puzzles. In this, you surely resemble more your mother than me. Irving has always been convinced that you, only you, could surmount the fear and suffering that exuded from these hallways. We tried. We waited. We were terrified. We studied. We listened. We listened to her. But all the love in the world wasn't enough to decipher those muted vowels, those wide open eyes, those tears of light. In your time and space, in the here and now, I will no longer be with you. But it doesn't matter. Trust me, it doesn't. I have a new theory, Nikki. Love is and remains. It is in the wood you stand on, in the walls that keep up this hotel,
Who are you
in
talking
the air
about?
we breathe. And sometimes it hates. It hates those who didn't allow it, those who cast it aside with indifference, and those who can't recognize it. Stars still emanate their light, even after collapsing, right? There's a lot of light here. There's light in death. I want to free myself of all this darkness. I can no longer see the stars. I'm tired of surviving in this limbo. So, how are you, Nikki? I'm good. I will be good. Figure out what Rachel is saying, Nikki. She's here.
Ok. Meurtrière. Claire. Ranking, donc ranking Rachel Léonard, Léonardi, Rachel Léonard. Ok. Ok. Ouais, une machine à écrire. Dans la voiture de Claire. Ok, on va aller voir ça. La voiture de Claire. Ouais. En fait, je suis silencieux parce que je m'attends au putain de jumpscare là. Bon, on va aller voir dans la voiture de Claire et puis est-ce qu'on aura des réponses? Voilà, je l'avais dit.
Hello.
Leonard was a very special man. His soul was big enough to love both you and Rachel.
I knew my father's soul better than anyone.
You were just a jealous kid.
Don't you dare try to make me feel guilty. You don't...
I just want you to get to the truth.
So why didn't you tell me about the truth?
Tell who? The Nicole who thought eating beans was the worst tragedy and couldn't wait to finish this business and run away, forgetting everything all over again?
You don't know anything about what my mother and I went through.
But you're different to when you got here. Now you can discover the truth, a truth that otherwise would have destroyed you. I didn't lie to you. I protected you.
Listen, I'm sorry about Rachel. I hated her and I hated my father, but I never wanted it to end like that. I understand your pain, maybe better than anyone. Betrayal, shame, death. My family was destroyed, just like yours. How much longer does this pain have to last?
It'll be over soon.
What else is there to know?
You want the truth. Well, I can't give it to you. I've already given you everything I could. Now you have to tie the pieces together.
What does that mean?
Your father always said we are the sum of the people we take with us, and you abandoned these people. Here, in this place.
Enough riddles, Irving. I'm tired.
Me, too. You're the only one who can give a finale to this story. It's time you open the last door.
Ah ok, le coffre il est devant. Bon, c'est parti. Un fucking cadavre. Allez. Hein? C'est une blague? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans cette couverture? Il faut la laver, la laver, la laver. Et si je me retourne? Ok, il faut la laver. Ok, je vais la laver, t'inquiète. Ok, on va laver ça. Enfin, si on peut. Allez, go. Et?
Oh God. How could I have forgotten? I saw everything. I was there. All the pieces were in front of my eyes.
The kid's eyes.
It was the same night as the hockey game in Missoula. Reverend Foster was so busy with the preparations of the meals for the giving to the poor at the Timberline Church. And my mother, Claire, said that we would get back from the game in time for the distribution. She convinced my father to help the Reverend, and he'd come with his whole family. You and Rachel.
Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I couldn't find my stick. I panicked and I went down to the garage. Claire was there, red in the face. Her look.
Her look?
It was just a fleeting feeling. That's why I erased it from my memory. I had to erase it, understand?
What was in her look?
It just wasn't her. It was like a frightful creature. A disturbed, dangerous animal. I've never seen her like that before or after. Not even on her deathbed. And then she put her hands on her hips, exhausted. She smiled. And there she was again, my mom. I thought it must have just been the impression of a moment. I had the finals against Cold Springs High awaiting me. I climbed in the car, throwing my bag into the back seat. My hockey stick was there. Claire said she'd cleaned it. She'd cleaned it.
Go on.
No, I don't.
Go on!
We got there on time and I played. Best game of my life. And the last. Claire was on the bleachers encouraging me and cheering. And then I lost sight of her. For 2 whole periods, I think. And later, when I asked, she said she'd moved because Marty O'Donegal's father was getting on her nerves. But it wasn't true.
Just enough time to go back to the car.
Don't say it. Irving, don't say it. Don't say a thing. I don't... I traveled all the way with Rachel's body and the baby she carried inside of her in the trunk, rolled in the blanket. God, oh my God. She killed Rachel.
Thank you, Nikki.
You've had your revenge. I hope all this gives you the peace you were looking for.
I wanted you to help me uncover the truth.
You're saying you didn't know that Claire...
I was only a kid. Plus, she never wanted me to get to the bottom of it.
Rachel is here?
You know, I think she's still protecting me. But I'm grown up now. Now, we can all be reunited at last.
What? Wait, where are you going? Listen, we can work things out. What happened is terrible, but all the main players in this story are dead. Get it? Dead. We are still alive. We're alive. Me, you, we didn't do anything.
That's exactly what we did wrong, Nicole. We didn't do anything. It's beautiful here. Rachel told me about it so many times, but I never thought it was so beautiful.
What? Irving, where are you?
It's white as far as the eye can see, beyond the mountains.
You left the hotel? But it's too cold. You'll die out there. Irving, please.
I've lived in the dark for years. You freed me. And now I can finally rest in the light. I can go back to her.
Don't go. You can't. Don't leave me too. We have our drink.
It's not a goodbye, my tough, pragmatic, stubborn Nikki. We'll meet again. Another time. Beyond this horizon of events. Everything is
Irving? Irving? I don't want to stay alone here. Everything seems to be becoming dark. I'm scared. Who's there? Rachel? Is that you? Yes?
Nicole, it's me, Jenkins, the attorney. Finally, I can get through. You don't know how many times I've tried. I can't hear you. The connection's bad. How are you? I was really worried about the storm.
I'm good.
Great. I'm glad. You're sure you...
Listen, I don't want to sell the hotel anymore.
What? Damned interference. I didn't catch you. What'd you say?
I don't want to sell the hotel anymore. You've been really nice. Your job is done. Thanks.
Oh, well, I see. Well, you're the owner, and you got every right to decide. But maybe we should talk about it in person. I want to understand. This kind of decision...
I'm back home, and I have to stay here. Forever.
Wait a sec, let's talk. There's also my fee.
You know, Mom, I was thinking about going to the lake. Remember where we went with Uncle John last year? Daddy and I started talking about the stars. You can't see them during the day, but they're always there. You feel like it? I would so like it. And we can have dinner at Doc Smith's diner on the bank. Rachel and Irving could come with us? What do you think? It would be so nice to be all together. Mom, Dad, it would be so nice.
Utiliser quoi? Me dis pas qu'elle va se foutre en l'air. Bon, ben, s'il faut le faire.
Wait, I did all that you asked me. Stop it, please. Anger shouldn't rule our life. You said that. I'm scared. I don't want to die. It's getting dark. I can't see the light. I'll stay here with you, Daddy. Mom, we'll bring back the Timberline to its fortune together. We will be happy again, all together. Yes. Like a whole family. No more anger. Just love.
Ok. Est-ce que c'est fini? C'est terminé. Et bien voici la fin de cet épisode et du let's play par la même occasion. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on peut retenir du jeu après l'avoir terminé? Donc, l'histoire, pour moi, elle est bien, malheureusement trop prévisible, mais je ne me suis pas douté à un seul instant que c'était la mère qui l'avait tué, donc au final, c'est une bonne chose. Alors, une chose que je n'ai pas compris, c'est à la fin, est-ce que, au final, parce qu'on a coupé le moteur, alors est-ce qu'elle reste, elle s'occupe de l'hôtel, point barre, ou est-ce que au final, elle se tue? Ça, j'ai pas compris, et un petit point noir pour moi. Bon, c'est peut-être moi qui ai mal compris en fait. Bon, quoi qu'il en soit, sinon au niveau graphisme, bon bah ils sont très corrects, hein, y a rien à redire. Un peu trop lumineux par contre. Et l'effet flou de près ou de loin là, pas terrible. Ensuite, durée de vie, bon, 3 heures et demie, c'est pas une durée de vie, mais bon, pour un jeu du genre, voilà. À titre de comparaison, j'ai déjà fait d'autres jeux dont je citerai pas forcément le nom pour ceux qui vont, enfin, qui le feraient à tout hasard, même si c'est peu probable, du style narratif. Donc, j'ai commencé le jeu, 20 minutes, j'ai changé parce que le jeu était terminé. Voilà. Donc, la durée de vie pour moi, c'est normal. Ensuite, le son, bon, les sons sont corrects, même s'il y a eu quelques bugs de son, malheureusement. En parlant de bugs, j'ai eu aussi quelques bugs donc d'affichage, deux trois petites textures qui sont pas affichées. J'ai eu aussi donc le jeu qui a planté 2 fois, le jeu qui a lagué aussi par moment, donc pas terrible. Après le système de sauvegarde il est moisi, on va dire ça comme c'est. Euh, je quitte la partie, ça devrait sauvegarder là où j'en suis, puis terminer. Là, le problème, c'est que c'est une sauvegarde, du coup, au jour par jour. Donc forcément, si on est quasiment à la fin du jour, mais que pour X raison, on doit quitter parce que ben, on arrête la partie et qu'on doit faire autre chose, il faut tout recommencer. Et si c'est une demi-heure, c'est une demi-heure de perdu. Donc ça, c'est un peu dommage. Sinon, dans l'ensemble, le jeu est plutôt bon. Donc moi, personnellement, si je dois lui donner une note, je lui mettrai un 13 sur 20. On va dire à partir de 10, c'est correct. Au-dessus, c'est plutôt bon. Et en dessous, ben, c'est voilà, hein, c'est pas forcément ce qu'il y a de mieux. Qu'est-ce que je peux dire d'autre? Oui, aussi, donc, la prochaine vidéo sera sur un petit jeu de survie, découverte, car c'est un jeu qui a eu une mise à jour récente, donc on va le tester, on verra ce que ça donne. Le prochain let's play d'horreur donc qui viendra donc dans 2 jours normalement, on commencera donc une vidéo sur, enfin un let's play sur Resident Evil 4. Donc normalement, hein, c'est mon préféré, donc je voulais commencer par celui-ci. En même temps, je vais mettre en place un petit système pour que vous puissiez me donner des idées de jeux que vous voulez que j'essaie, que je teste, que je fasse un let's play aussi dessus. Comme ça, si vous avez des idées, que vous voulez me suggérer des choses ou autre, vous pourrez le faire. Et de cette manière, je pourrai de mon côté donc faire un let's play que moi j'ai envie de faire, mais en même temps faire ce que vous voulez faire. C'est-à-dire si vous voulez un let's play sur tel jeu, on fait un let's play sur tel jeu en même temps. Si vous voulez une vidéo découverte sur tel jeu, pareil, etc. Ce qui est normal évidemment, hein. Donc euh, Donc ça arrivera, je mettrai en place, je ferai une vidéo pour que je mettrai, donc je mettrai je pense dans la semaine ou peut-être début de semaine prochaine maximum pour mettre en place, etc. Je vais essayer de me débrouiller. Et donc comme ça vous pourrez faire vos propositions, etc. Donc vous avez le programme pour le moment. Donc quoi qu'il en soit, j'espère que la vidéo et le let's play vous auront plu. Si c'est le cas, vous pouvez mettre un j'aime, vous abonner si ce n'est toujours pas fait. Il y a le petit logo en bas à droite de la vidéo toujours présent pour vous abonner quand vous voulez. Ensuite, vous pouvez laisser un commentaire, bien sûr, cela me fait toujours plaisir, cela va de soi. Et je réponds à tous les commentaires, bien évidemment. Donc on se retrouve donc demain pour la vidéo découverte sur le jeu de survie. D'ici là, portez-vous bien, c'est tout pour moi. Bye bye!